Really useful. I'm Andy, and I'm Drake, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. And we're about to be Japanesing some more. Yes. This country seems to give us more and more bands that are all awesome, and this one, I hope it will be awesome as well, is Wagakki band. Double K. Feat. Amy Lee from Evanescence. This is, the title track is Senbonzakura. Nice. Whatever that means. It sounds very Japanese. And then it has some Japanese thingy things afterwards. Live Premium Symphonic Night, so again we're seeing live performances. Are you ready? Now! Okay, I think that was the end of it. Okay, dedicated audience. Okay, let's talk. They went straight to the traditions. Yes, straight to the folk. It's like Kung Fu Panda music. Yeah. I don't know if I'd necessarily say Kung Fu Panda, but it's everything. Like, there's a cello there. There's a full orchestra. There's a full orchestra and there's a bunch of instruments I can't and probably will never be able to name. Because even if I Google them and find out how they're written, I will never be able to pronounce them. Yes, I tend to agree with that quite a lot. Yes. And it's such a cool mix because you have the orchestra and you have all these elements that the metal or rock part is already so low in the mix that I don't really know whether to call it like a rock song or a metal song or like a traditional Japanese folk pop song with metal on the background, or I don't know what it is. It's all just hitting me. And it's delightful confusion. Yes, it is kind of delightful confusion. But that chorus is absolutely addictive. It's the most playful and bouncy thing I've heard today. It is playful and bouncy. It's the most playful and bouncy thing I've heard actually in a really long time, to be honest. Okay, we go. This.
皆さん、エミに大きな拍手を。そして WGB シンフォニックオーケストラの皆さんでした。
I agree with everything you say. Okay, so that boom 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 on the bass at the end, that was like, I'm a bassist, so I know you probably never even noticed me and can't hear me throughout the song, so you will hear me now when everyone else stopped playing. Yes, although it was the best part in the song. Yes. All hail bassists. Okay, this is too happy for me! Yeah, it's so happy. It's like, with all the upbeat energy that we have at the Windmill, I feel dwarfed. Yes. I feel like I'm the embodiment of doom metal right now. Yes. My lack of soul is really starting to show. My favorite part was where the weird traditional guitar that you play with a pick that is ginormous had a solo. We've seen that in Whispered. They have that in their video for Strike. Yes! I have no idea what it's called. I call it the traditional Japanese guitar that you play with a ginormous pick. I called it that thing, and literally that's how I named it in my mind, and then when the solo started, my brain just like, oh, now she's doing a thing solo. And I know how weird that sounds! I really do! But like, how else do you call that thing? You ask Google, probably Google knows. Yes, but I can't type the shape of that instrument on my keyboard. Yes. So if you can tell us what the thing is called, we would really appreciate it. Yes, we really would. And that was really quickly followed by the Japanese version of a flute. Yes. Because it didn't look exactly like a flute. I think the guy playing the Japanese version of a flute was the guy who did like a massive jump at some point. Yeah, that was actually the only place where I've seen that sort of jumping was in metalcore bands, particularly Betraying the Martyrs. Yes, and those are like brutal. They've got like earth-shattering breakdowns, but apparently you can do the same thing to this music. Yes, because it's happy. Yes, happiness makes people jump. Which is why my feet are usually firmly planted into the soil. Except for right now, because I just listened to that song. Also, Emily, she just did some backing stuff, like they did the last two choruses together. Yeah, and she was doing some chanting on the background while the last one was going on, actually. Yes. So you had the effect of two voices singing two different stuff. She just popped out of nowhere, did that stuff, and then she left, so I'm not sure if maybe she's had other appearances in the same show or something like that. And at that point, everyone already knew who she is. One more thing to note. Literally everyone in the audience has like those glowy worm things. Yes. It's like, I would not be surprised if those are glow-in-the-dark worms. Pretty sure they're not worms. To be clear, I mean jello worms, not actual worms. I wouldn't want to hold those. Stop talking! Also, she had the winged shield. I don't know what it's called. I know what it's called, but not in English. Use English. Or also that. Yes. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells. Thank you very much for coming back. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. After that.